Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach and I'm going to continue working on this Transpire package. I had to clear my throat there. So we got a new kitten. We're calling him Tank, which I think is cute. I think it's hilarious. And I honestly have a little bit of mixed feelings right now. We just lost a cat that we had for 16 years and I feel like in some ways we're rushing it a little bit. I think I felt that way about every cat we've ever gotten. It's just a transition and it takes time and you got to keep all the cats separated and blah, blah, blah. But we'll see. We'll see how he does. Hopefully, he integrates well with the other cats and all is well. Anyway, so what am I going to do here? Well, the thing I want to do here is I'm trying to find things like where you do var x is equal to new GUID. If I could type new, come on, GUID. There you go. And you don't know what that is. Okay. So let's bring in the visualizer. Okay. And we want this to be an object creation expression. Okay. So let's actually call this context. I don't know why they call it obj. Terrible name. So what happens when we do this? We say context dot the operation. The operation that is subject to... See, I've never done this using an operation analysis. So this is going to be a little bit interesting. Containing symbol. That is a nice symbol. So what is an operation? That's the syntax node. That's the parent operation. It has a semantic model tied to it. We're learning something new every day. Okay. I don't really know how to use this operation. Well, okay, I think this one, it does a symbol. Okay, you know what? I think actually what probably makes more sense is register symbol action. And then it needs a symbol analysis context. So we need a symbol. I think this is actually going to be better. Okay. And then let's get this out of the way for now. And then we want a symbol kind. And I don't think you can say constructor here. You can just say method. I think. Processor. Yeah. So we want it to be a method. Okay. So it's a symbol. Now the symbol needs to match the same symbol for this constructor. Okay. So if I remember right, what we want is that's too simple, no pun intended. We need something that is actually going to tell us, is it equal to a specific symbol that we already have? So I think if I remember, if I say context.compilation and then get type by metadata name. So if I say I want the type to be type of GUID dot full name, that's the namespace, but not this. How have I used this before? Because I know I've done this in many, many cases, like in here. Let's do that. So we do full name. Okay, that's right. Okay. So I get var GUID symbol by that. Okay. And now what I want to say is this is a little difficult because I don't understand the operational aspect of it. Is this registers an action to be executed at completion of semantic analysis of an I symbol with an appropriate kind? A simple action reports diagnostic about symbols. Okay, well, this is an invocation. See, it's a method. What I want to do is context.register. Let's do operation action, and we're going to do this again. We're going to say find new. Let's call this analyze symbol invocation because we want to keep them separate. Symboly, of course. That's exactly what I meant. There we go. And we want to call this analyze operation. Action. And what we want to do is OperationKind. It's in an invocation, and that's what we want there. Okay. So we're going to say generate this. And you're going to say obj again because you are stupid. Not stupid, just, you know. Okay, so context here containing symbol. I want to see, let's do this. var GUID symbol is that. Now I want to say constructors. Or is there a get constructor? No, there's just constructors. We want instance constructors. Yeah. Where, come on, Link. And actually we want a single one because we know there's going to be parameters length is equal to 0. There. Okay. And we're going to assume that we get that. Okay. Here's an interesting question. Should the exclamation point be on that line or the next one? Because the dot is saying go into this. And I've always done it like this. But the exclamation point is saying the thing I just called, I want it to be that. And I wouldn't necessarily, I think that's right. I mean, in my head, that's exactly what I want to do. Okay, so we get a GUID symbol, which should be an iMethod symbol. Okay, and we want to say, I don't know why why it thinks it's nullable there. It's like, no, it's that. Okay, so if GUID symbol, let's actually do it the other way around. I think that makes more sense. Equals GUID symbol. And yeah, you're going to bark because you're going to say compare symbols correctly. But you're not going to give me a way to do it, right? That's what I don't like about this. Symbol equality compare. That's right. That's what I want. Okay. They should give you a code fix to this. So there. All right. So if they're equal, then what we want to do is say show a diagnostic. And we want to produce a diagnostic here. Okay. Now, what I could do is say calling new descriptor, I could say create. But what I want to do is create a diagnostic. And where does the rule come from? The rule is, yes. Private, static, read only. This should really be a, because where's rule? Yeah. Diagnostic, descriptor. Like, what happens if you never hit it? You've already taken the hit to call this once. Rule is equal to that. Okay, and then we put that there. And then we say this is based on the find new GUID rule. Okay. And then come down here and we say report. Well, this is what we want to do, right? Except we want it to be find new GUID via constructor rule. Okay, now what are we doing here? The location. Well, what is this? This is calling the location of this. Okay. And then message arcs. We don't have any message arcs. Okay, so we don't need to do that. So that's enough. And there we go. Bob's your uncle. I think this makes sense. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to comment out register symbol action. We're going to do register operation action. Okay. Now I need to create a test project. Transpire tests. Wait, add new project. You can create a class library and call transpire.tests. Next. We'll say 5.0. Okay. Now I'm going to come into inline mapper here. How's that? And I want to say here for my tests. Okay, we're going to reference that. Then we just basically need NUnit and the test adapter and the test SDK. Okay. So let's do this. Kill that. Yep. We're going to add a project reference to Transpire. Okay. And then we're also going to say manage NuGet projects, packages. Okay. And the first one being this, because you need that. Browse that. Thank you. Install. While it's doing that, we're going to want NUnit. Because I like NUnit. I'm so tired of people saying, oh, you need to use XUnit because XUnit is the standard of .NET and everybody in .NET using it, and that's what the Microsoft team uses. I'm like, so what? NUnit is a wonderful test framework, and I like it. 122 million downloads. I got some words for you. All right, and then the test adapter. Okay, so we should be good with our project. Okay, now what I want to do is we're going to deviate, because I like to deviate, from what the test project does in the generated one, our Analyzer 3 project. So we say find operations with incorrect analyzer tests. Okay. So we can verify support diagnostics. We analyze, test helpers, run analysis, async. Okay. So we're going to do that here too. We're going to have, not here, Transpire, we're going to have test helpers because I can't think of a better word. Name. No. Oh my God. What did you... Oh. Fine. Make that solution now. Go away. Oh my God. I did not want T class. I wanted name. Yes. Test helpers. Thank you. Teach a man to fish, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Add missing usings. Okay. Why is this? Convert from null literal to non-nullable reference. Oh, because we're saying it could be. No. Okay, so what we want to do is say, yoink. There. Now what is this? Oh, yes. Public. Well, it can be internal. Internal static class test helpers. I jumped the gun a little bit here, I think. There we go. Okay, we got that. Now what is wrong with this? Get diagnostics async. What is get diagnostics async? Very good question you must ask yourself. There's get diagnostics async. And we're going to put this there. This is also a good candidate. I'm going to make a note of it here because I'm writing notes over here of where did I... How did... What? Oh, there we go. Test helpers from analyzers now using in Transpire. Okay. Great. It's great. Sorry, 66 Samus. had to say that. Okay, what's create here? Create is this. And please, no. What? Okay. So we make a document and say, oh, come on. You can't add missing usings? You suck. Sure, I guess. No, wait a minute. That's not... What is this? Yeah, this is Microsoft Code Analysis. Wait a minute. Class is Microsoft Code Analysis. Except it's in the workspaces. So, what do I have here? I need C# workspaces. That's what I need. Okay, that's fine. Let's come back over to Transpire. Say add. No, manage packages. Okay, you can do it. You can find it. There we go. Install. Now, that should light up. Okay, now we need that. We need assembly references. What is that? Give metadata reference. What the heck is that? So I'm basically giving it assemblies to enumerate. Why am I doing all this? Why am I doing all this? Oh, well, that's a good question. We get diagnostics async, where T is a diagnostic analyzer. Because we don't need to do. We just need a compilation, right? That's all we need. We just need a compilation. And I know we're doing that in places. Like map tests. Like here, we're saying, like we want to get a compilation, right? So wait a minute. Let me come over here back to Transpire. Let's think about this for a second. If I want to, okay, 3 things are going through my head right now. Not good idea. So we're going to say that. Okay, then we're going to come into here. We're going to say this. And we're going to say tests. Okay. Close that. Public static class. And then we're going to say test. Public static void. Now I come back to analyzers here. Basically, you're trying to public static async task. Analyze when no GUID is made. Actually, let's do the case. Okay, let's say no GUID. No. I'm going to need, okay. Analyze when no GUID is made. Analyze when GUID is made via GUID new GUID, when that's right. Analyze when GUID is made via, I just want to figure that out. So if I say var, well, wait a minute, I have that in here, don't I? Yeah. So we could do via string, because that's one that takes an argument. And then we want public static async test to task. Analyze when GUID is made via no argument constructor. async. I cringe when I do that. Yeah, I didn't do that here. You're supposed to put async after async methods. Well, yeah, I know, but okay, now let's come back here. We want to grab that. We want to say private static async task of something. Get diagnostics async? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. Okay, so and we want to say string source here. Okay. So then we do that. We do that. We do that. It doesn't know what map generator is. That's fine. We'll come back to you. Okay, now we come back to Sicily analyzers and we say I don't know, var code is equal to at I mean, do we really care? Var ID is equal to GUID new. Well, we're going to need to. Unless I do system.GUID new GUID. There we go. And that's your code, right? Because we don't care how it's made. How is it made? Okay, then we say var diagnostics is equal to find new GUID get tests get diagnostics async passing in the code. Okay. So I think what I want here is a mutable array of diagnostic. Okay. So we do all that. We also want to load the assembly. I don't think we care about that. We don't care about this. You know, and we might move this eventually out into its own class, but that's okay. All right, now coming back to Sicily analyzers. Okay, so we create a document, we run analysis, where we get diagnostics. We get the compilation. So, oh, we say a new T there. Okay, so we say compilation here. C# compilation. Can I say with analyzers? No, I can't. But is there a way to do it from here? Add references? No. What does analyzer 3 do? Yeah, this is where all your crap just like, I can't follow any of this. Analyzer verifier, C# verifier helper, command line parser. Why would I want a command line parser? Compilation dot add references. Directives reference, get assembly, compilation, declaration. Gets the diagnostics produced during symbol declaration. Get directives references, metadata for a parse. Well, options is just new C#. Well, that's what I'm always doing there. So what else can you put in here? String, main, string, usings, optimum crypto key, allow save, check over crypto delay, platform, general diagnostics option, warning level, resolver, source reference resolver, metadata, Post time, metadata import options. Yeah, that helps not one bit. So how did I in CSLA, where's with analyzers coming from? Code analysis, diagnostics. So that is on a compilation. Okay, so that should work, because that gives you a C# compilation. So if I say dot with, and then what is it, analyzers? And then I can say no. But it doesn't know what with analyzers are, except if I do that. Okay. So, oh my God. I'm doing it in the wrong spot. Oh God. No, this is when you have too many things open. Not on map tests. How dare you? This is on Transpire, okay? We want with analyzers. There you go. And it's just that simple. Okay, now though, when I was doing in CSLA analyzers, I was saying an analyzer. So I want to say immutable array.create new find new GUID analyzer. Right? There. Now why are you complaining? I said, okay, so now what's the problem? Diagnostic analyzer. Oh, is it because it's as diagnostic analyzer? Oh, that apparently fixes it, because you can't say it as, oh my God, whatever. Okay, so we have a compilation, okay? And then we say, that gets us our list of diagnostics, which is fine. We could say this, okay? And then we say return to immutable array. And that should give us our diagnostics. Boom. What do you... Oh, thank you. And now those are redundant, and we can take those away. Cool. Okay, so now what we should see here is assert that diagnostics.length count. Oh, we need to await it. Await. Length is equal to 1, right? Moment of truth. We're at 30 minutes. Build failed. Of course it failed. Why did it fail? The name assembly references source text. All the well, you know what? We're not even using this. Go away. Okay. Variable x is, yeah, we know that. And of course, that complains as well. Okay, so let's come back here. Let's run this and see it fail. Okay, because again, I'm old and I know that things do not work the first time. They never do. There's always going to be some failure. We're always going to fail the first time. And the failure this time is, come on. You build succeeded, but come on, you gotta. Okay, it failed. Why did it fail? Expected one was 0. Well, okay. Let's actually see if it gets into the analyzer. Right? Oh, and before I forget, because you always got to run tests in parallel, and that reminds me that I want to come into inline mapping because I bet I have shared. Yep. So I want to copy, go to Transpire, paste, shared, because that's what we want. Okay. All right. let's debug this and see if we're even getting into the diagnostics. Because if we're not getting into the diagnostic, we're getting into the analyzer, then we got problems. Okay? Come on. You're at least getting in there. Are you doing it? Oh, it does. It does. Good. Okay, so let's see. We get that. Okay, now what is the containing symbol here? Top level statement. The context is not helpful at all. The context operation is, well, what's the target method? Context operation target method. What is that? Context operation target. Well, why did that context operation is an invocation operation? And that's what I want. Okay, so wait a minute. What I want to do here is say context as invocation operation. I should have looked better. Context operation as wonderful. One more time with taking notes. Because, you know, okay, we did that. And the things and the stuff and all will be right with the world. Okay, so what did I have here? I had context. And then the operation, no, the operation was an invocation. Microsoft Code Analysis Operations. Okay, so it's Microsoft Code Analysis Operations dot, and then it's a invocation operation, right? Operation, invocation operation. Say that like 20 times fast. And then that should give you a target method. Target method. Okay, so let's stop this. And let's say var context invocation is equal to context dot operation as invocation operation using Microsoft Code Analysis Operations. Oh, invocation operations target method. Well, of course, if you would just spell it right. Why would that bark? Dereference of a possibly null. No, it ain't. So actually, though, I think it will tell me change the cast. Yeah, because then, like, the cast is being forceful. It's like, I know it should be this. And since I'm doing an invocation, this should work. Okay, so now let's compare these two. Okay, let's just run this and let's see this fail now. And let's hopefully, then we'll have to go in the debugger and see, oh, of course it's going to fail. I know exactly why it's going to fail. Because I didn't do something right. Which is, no, I did do it right. And it did fail. Okay, well, you know, long episode. I apologize. I feel like I'm so close. I'm so close. That does a system GUID, new GUID. And that does a system GUID. Well, how do they not equal? System GUID, new GUID. Wait a minute. Oh, did I? Of course it's not going to give one. Of course it's not. New GUID. Now, I wonder how big that smack sounded when I did that. Probably loud. Probably. And maybe, possibly, still failed. Still failed. Okay. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, it doesn't know what system.quit is. Of course, it might still fail and take 20 hours to finish. Yep, it still fails. Okay. All right. One more time. I'm just going to dive into this and see why it's not working. Because var id equals new system.quit. Okay. Whoa. Well, that was unexpected. Something went kaflooey. Var id is equal to new system.quit. So why would that bark? Why would that blow up? Wow. 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 Wait, what? Var id is equal to new system.quit. It's legal. I mean, it's saying it's not used, but that's a perfectly valid statement. So why is this now, when it was saying system GUID, new GUID, that was okay, but now when it's in constructor, okay. Hello? Are we still recording? We're still, yeah, we are recording. Okay. Okay, so we got a syntax tree. We get a compilation. The length is 0. But why wasn't it even coming into the... Is it because it doesn't think it's an operation? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is there object create? Object creation operation. Okay, that's what we want. Object creation operation. Okay, now take that off. Okay, so then what does this give us? Constructor to be invoked on the created instance. That's what we want. Like, how many times have I said that already? That's exactly what we want. Well, it makes sense because it wasn't a... And that was an invocation before because it was a static method. Boom. All right. I'm going to check this in, commit it, and then we will move on to doing more tests and actually creating the code fix. So there's one other thing I want to say up here too before I forget. Analyze when GUID is made via target type new. That's GUID ID is equal to new. That should catch it. I just want to make sure. So hopefully I trim this down enough so it doesn't get too long. So thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.